Hi, this is Berlinda.
And I'm Mothleen.
So, we've been doing a series on the guardianship process because, we understand that if you have a loved one that has special needs, when they are children, then there are certain regulations they can follow. Once they turn 18 and become an adult, there are other regulations that you need to be aware of that can help your loved one thrive in society. So, Mothleen today is going to go over the guardian advocacy process for guardianship. So, Mothleen, go ahead and give us some more information about the guardian advocacy for guardianship.
All right. Just want to remind everyone just before I start that remember we're not doctors.
And we're not
We're not
lawyers.
lawyers, okay? We just want to give you this information because we're experiencing it and we want to share with others.
Right,
So, remember the last time we were together, we talked about the least restrictive processes.
right.
And today we're going to talk about the most restrictive. And in the state that we live in, there are two of them. We have the guardian advocacy and we have the full guardianship. Today we're going to talk about the guardian advocacy. This one is the process for a loved one who they need a lot of help. But the reason that a lot of people go with this one is because we want to make sure that our loved one they get to retain at least one right. We're not taking away all their rights. And also, we're not going to deem them incapacitated.
So, when you say deem them incapacitated, explain what that means.
What that means is, we're when you're incapacitated, it means that your cognition, if you will,
Right.
is very low, so low that you really cannot make any decisions
Hmm.
on your own. And when I talk about the full guardianship, I'll get deeper into that. But when you do the guardian advocacy, you're simply going to present to the courts your loved one's diagnosis and possibly a report of some sort from your loved one's doctor.
And Mothleen, before you go further, so for this diagnosis, does it have to be the primary doctor that they retrieve this information, the diagnosis from?
It can be from your primary. It can be if you follow a psychiatrist. It can be from the neurologist, whoever you feel comfortable with.
Okay.
Because any those doctors will be more than happy to share with you the diagnosis. So again, you would go to the courts, and then don't forget you need a lawyer with this. This is not something that I would suggest that you do on your own.
Right.
I mean, because it's a lot of work. So you go to the courts, and basically you're just letting the courts know that your loved one need you to make decisions for them upon their behalf, but you don't want to take away all their rights. Um, but but they do need a lot of help, but you just don't want to deem them incapacitated, which we'll talk about next time. Because if you do, it's a lot more things that are going on. But you might say, okay, my loved ones cannot make decisions like medical decisions, decisions about where they're going to live, their residence,
Hmm.
decisions about their education, what the type of benefits, the type of services that they need,
Right.
um,
Medical
con-
care.
medical care,
Hmm.
contracts. Like for example, if they were to be sued, they probably don't know what to do.
Right.
So you it's basically their whole life, but you're just not going to deem them incapacitated, and you're going to leave them with at least one right.
Hmm.
All right. Um, but not every state offers this process of guardian advocacy, but the state that we live in offers it. Um, so if you want to learn more about guardian advocacy, please reach out to a lawyer, a special needs lawyer, somebody. They will be more than happy to help you with that.
Thank you so much, Mothleen, for giving us that detailed information about the guardianship. So please, well, thank you, first of all, for taking the time to listen to this podcast. And I hope we see you next time. Please feel free to like and share. So have a great day.